Hello and welcome to Dance Bants. I'm your host, and who am I? It doesn't matter. Today I have on the show Cass and Neven.
Hello.
Hello.
Cass Merwood is the founder of Mission Stiletto, specialising in heels technique and commercial styles. Neven Connolly is a member of Fly Crew and Buggy Bumpers and recently performed in Cirque du Soleil. Together they make a pair with many skills, and they are also in love. Please welcome my first Dance Bants couple, Cass and Neven. Choose your bleep.
Meow.
Where are we?
Okay.
The land of bubble tea.
Battle of the Bickies. And I remembered that you're gluten-free, so...
True.
Sorry.
I think Freddo.
I like the packaging of TV.
Of course you had to go the opposite of me.
So what do we do?
Have you heard ASMR on this show before?
I can't get into it.
No, she likes it.
These are shaped like a teddy bear, but they're a frog.
That's true. Well, in real life, frogs and bears are very different shapes.
I changed my vote to TV.
The three big questions.
Are.
Big.
Well, I guess now I don't know how to do this because you're two. So one to answer it together. What do you reckon?
3, 2, 1. Yeah, we reckon that orange is the new black is not as good as Game of Thrones. Sorry.
Have you ever shat yourself?
No.
Just a couple skid marks earlier on.
Question number 3. Are you afraid of dying?
No.
Kind of. Depends what happens after death. That really changes the game.
Yeah, look,
Of
don't want to be
death.
tortured.
There's a lot of death happening.
I threw boiling water on a cockroach yesterday. Straight away they die.
Well, I hope
and
straight
they
away.
kind of go,
I feel like if someone poured boiling water on us, it wouldn't be a straight away thing.
yeah.
It would just hurt a lot. I don't even think it would really kill
Even
us.
if you got, what do you reckon if you got boiled in a pot of pot of water?
That's a bad way to go. My grandma spilled boiling oil out of a saucepan onto her foot and lost all her toenails on her left foot.
Oh.
But she alive though.
Now we're going to play a game called Yeah, Nah. Yeah, Nah. Neven about Cass. Have you ever stolen something?
Nah.
Do you speak another language?
Nah.
Do you sing?
Yeah.
Do you have an enemy?
Yeah.
Do you play an instrument?
Nah.
Do you want to be famous?
Yeah.
Beginner tap or advanced tap?
Oh, you can fake an advanced tap.
I'm pretty good at tap.
Yeah, let's say advanced tap.
Pangolin or bioweapon?
Pangolin.
Cass about Nev now. Have you ever stolen something?
Yeah.
Do you speak another language?
Nah.
Do you sing?
Yeah.
Do you have an enemy?
Nah.
Do you play an instrument?
Yeah.
Do you want to be famous?
Yep.
Beg tap or adv tap?
Beginner.
Pangolin or bioweapon?
I don't know much about the subjects. HOMEFEED,
HOMEFEED.
which we were a part of. How many ballet shoes? I'm going to say 4.
I'm going to say 4.
You guys were great. I'd give you guys a 5 on out of the HOMEFEED. If I could give different lots of ballet shoes, I would give you guys a 5.
Thank you. Only just missing one, because the idea to do it all live from different houses is a really cool idea. And we didn't quite figure out how to do like live streams from different places at the same time in one live stream. So I'd love to see if that is still possible. But shout out Caitlin, Zoe, Kat for having us and putting that on.
Yeah, that was really
more.
cool. I enjoyed that night a lot.
The budget was $2,000 and it got to...
As in, not the budget, but like
the target.
The possible. And we got to $3,000. So thanks for everyone that supported and
very nice.
Donated.
So you give it 4 little ballet shoes.
4 little ballet shoes. Ballet flats. Are they point shoes or flats?
They're little flats with ribbons on them.
Cool.
You really went there.
Yeah. I forgot to name the segment. So 5 little ballet shoes. I loved James Barry's one the most. I don't know why. I think I was just in a mood or something. It made me bawl my eyes out. It was so
moody.
weird.
Yeah,
it was very
Jay
deep.
Bizzle. Jay
I
Bizzle.
felt it
Yeah,
deep.
he goes, but he can go pretty hard out, crazy entertainment, but he can also go pretty deep down. I've seen both sides of Jim. He's a very good boy.
Some people hadn't prepared their home feeds.
Well, there wasn't a way to tell because we were making ours, and we were thinking
Ours was too much effort.
we were also in proper quarantine, so we didn't leave the house for 2 weeks, so we had a lot of time. But the whole time we were making it, we were like, are people just gonna put down a one-shot freestyle, or are people gonna go in? And there was a spectrum.
Aussies are pretty good.
Aussies are good.
I feel like we're quite hard on ourselves that we do a good job.
Almost too hard.
Because we went to Carnival in LA.
We did.
And it was my first one and I was so excited. And I watched it and I was a bit let down.
Underground, the old industry, new industry nights. And the quality.
It's pretty good.
Is when you compare it to overseas stuff, Aussies go in.
Right.
So I think actually our level of preparation on a global scale, Aussies are really good.
Nice. Dance rants. So we're talking about being skinny.
I'm quite a skinny man. I wouldn't be skinny if it wasn't for the fact that I'm 6'1". But what's it called? The BMI. I'm skinny. When I started dancing, I started in the freestyle scene. It didn't matter. Then I went to my first full-time at Urban Dance Center. I don't remember wanting to gain weight at all, but eventually I was convinced that I wanted to. Someone convinced me that it was important. And there was a guy that was at the full-time the year before that was a very skinny boy. And he ate heaps a day and he went to the gym heaps and he was massive by the time I was at full-time. And everyone just kept showing me him and being like, if you can do what he did, you'll be good. You'll get work. And I started eating a whole chicken a day. And I had all these eggs for breakfast and I had so much food. I was eating at least a pizza and a chicken and extra eggs on top of everything else I was eating. It's quite expensive actually because I was people convinced me that I had to gain weight if I wanted to work.
Didn't you bring chicken in a can to Brent
I
Street?
brought, what is it called? Smoked chicken. I would just have smoked chicken ready to go in my bag.
Ew.
In between. It wasn't really working either because I was dancing so much at full time. It's very hard to do much with your body because your body's just...
Yeah.
And then I got to the end of full time. My body hadn't changed, but I was still in the mindset that I didn't get any work at the end of full time. I didn't get an agent or anything. So I was like, I better keep working on that. And then it was 2014 that I started going to open classes. And it wasn't that I saw many other skinny people. I still don't remember really seeing many skinny people. I remember seeing some tall people. That was a big deal. Seeing JB, seeing Rob and Dave, these tall boys. I was like, okay, being tall is cool. I can work with that. They're still bigger than me though. But 2014 was the first time people started complimenting me every now and then and going like, oh, that was cool. Oh, I like how you did this. And people would say I was kind of noodly and I kind of liked it. I always learnt hand dances. That's how I started, tutting, waving, electro dance tutorials. And it required me to cross my arms over each other a lot. And I loved it. It was my favorite way to dance. It still is my favorite way to dance. And if I had bigger arms, I wouldn't be able to do that. And I wouldn't be able to make the shapes I did. And I started getting an occasional gig every now and then as a skinny boy. And I started getting jobs acting for TV commercials. If you call that acting, you don't have to be a good actor to get TV commercials. I'll just say that. But all the briefings were for skinny boys that looked nerdy. And I got a few and that made me feel good about it. It takes maturity because it definitely took me up until I was like 21, 22 to start really being okay with it. It takes support of people around you. If no one had given me any compliments, I would have thought, oh, I need to keep gaining weight. I need to muscle up. I think freestyle is very important in terms of dancing because if you're just learning choreo from people that are different shapes to you, you're never going to look like them. You'll look like yourself. And if you freestyle, you'll dance like yourself. It's hard to say, but I think you know what I'm getting at. It's still an issue. I think that we still, and it's for girls as well. There's a way more issues with I think body image and body perception in
Height.
and height.
I get that I'm too short a lot.
I don't want to say it's a necessity.
You know, like I messaged you one night on Instagram, like, how do you feel about dancing like a pen? Because when I see myself, I think that I dance like a pair of scissors and I can't get away from it. And it's like when I see myself doing choreo or like learning new things or in the mirror, I'll be like, oh God, I just dance like a fucking pair of scissors.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is that watching, you can feel good and then you watch a video and you're like, oh, I'm a Wagenstick figure.
Yeah, and you feel like your entire body is going, and then you see it on the camera and you look like a weak piece.
I had 2 years worth of open class videos of me dancing. I never posted because I never liked how skinny I looked and how I made the choreo look. I felt like a pen, like you said. And I was just doing choreo all the time. And it took going into freestyle and improv to start enjoying watching myself. And I'll still be critical of myself every now and then, but I think that was the defining thing. And I can't say that's going to work for everyone either.
Nike.
Blanket.
Rug.
Mouth.
Oh, I get it now. I was doing like shoes. Okay, I'm with you.
So now your word is mouth.
Teeth.
Free.
Bat.
Flute.
Tissue.
Round.
Square.
Loud.
Little.
Sick. Nice.
Night.
Friend.
Pal.
Fake.
Real.
Drugs.
Bill.
Words.
Search.
And that's the end of words or other words.
Word search. Don't work for free.
Well, this is a big debate.
I did an IG Live class recently for free because we're all in quarantine, because I'm personally struggling financially, so I wanted to hold it for other people in the same boat. And at the end of the class, I got a few people being like, thanks so much for putting that on. I'm struggling as well. So I really appreciated it.
But also,
so that's why I put it on.
Say, oh, you should do a donation thing next time.
That's if there's a next time.
And there's also...
So as a one-off, I just wanted to do a little free class, and it wasn't a full class experience. I just went straight into the combo. So I think it's fair.
And there's not a big precedent in Australia for that yet. Not many people have taught Instagram Live classes yet. I'm sure it will happen more so. I've seen some people talking about it. It's definitely big in America already.
Yeah. See, all the Americans are doing it for free, and they're like top teachers. So
that's the thing. But
I think don't work for free if it's run by a corporation, like a big company.
If they can afford to pay you, they should pay you. I think someone should always pay you. I will say I have worked for free in the past. I think everyone has worked for free at some point.
Have you?
Yeah, but I've ended that.
I think drawing a line is a good way to put it. You have to draw the line eventually. It's a no risk, no reward thing. I remember one gig, I was only 19, and there was a music video that wanted to pay me $50 for like 7 hours or something. And I argued it up to $200.
Wow.
And I knew I might have lost the gig, and I didn't have any gigs at the age of 19, but I got it up to 200. I was pretty proud of myself. And you just have to risk losing something by putting value on yourself. Opportunities do come. They might not come for 3 years, but that's really nothing. Okay, you asked about something, dance rants. Stop quitting before the age of like 23, at least.
Yeah, why is our industry so young in Australia?
If you don't get much work or any work even in the first year after full-time, keep going. I went back to full-time when I was 21, but there's so many, there's just so many full-timers that finish full-time, usually around the age of 18, 19, maybe older. I was older. And a year later, they've quit dancing and quit training as well. Keep training. And I know the full-times tell people this as well. I went to 2 full-times. Neither of them said, oh, you're good to go, you're a professional now. But people will believe that you finish full-time and you have a certificate, and that makes you ready to go. There's a lot of young dancers, and that was big for me. I was 21 at full-time at Brent Street, and I was watching 18-year-olds get gigs, and I was quite a bit older than them. There's a lot of people that are even older than that. And that's a thing that's very Australian, it seems.
Because in America, they're like 30 plus.
There's
right.
yes. So what I was just doing, I was just on the cruise ship with Cirque du Soleil, and I was the youngest, and I'm 25, almost 26. I was the youngest out of everyone.
Who was the oldest?
The oldest was 39 years old.
39.
And he's doing 12 shows a week.
Wow.
And he's fit as meow. It's never too late to start, which means it's definitely too early to quit a lot of the time.
Word.
A culture can only shift with lots of people involved. So be a part of the change. That's not to say young dancers don't deserve work they're getting. Some do, some don't. Some old dancers do, some don't.
Because I ask people,
yes.
what do you think is cool about our industry? Then I say, what do you think is not so cool? And then I say, what do you think we can do about it?
I like
it. So that's all 3 in 1.
Cool.
All right.
What's cool?
What's cool? Oh, there's just so many things. That's why I paused. Community. You have to reach out. The community is not going to come to you. You have to reach out to the community.
There are really nice pockets of people.
There are beautiful pockets of people. A lot of them are intrinsically linked through community. But you can't just sit at home and wait for community to come to you. Reach out, meet someone, have a conversation. That's a big part of it. There can be a lot of support in Australia. I can talk about Sydney more than other places. I haven't been to other places very much. But you can have a big support network. You just have to reach out over time as well. It's not going to happen like that. Build your empire.
Like, it's kind of crazy. I'm a little bit of an influencer with Mission, and I'm 23 and I'm still working it out too.
That's wild. That's why I thought you were older.
Yeah. So that can be a little bit scary, and I've
aneurysm.
definitely put a lot of pressure on myself, but I'm just trying to figure it out along the way.
Exactly.
Too.
Take a risk. Make a thing. Might fail.
Yeah, I think more people need to make their own
That's the thing. If there's not a lot of work,
path.
you got to create your own work. I'm part of Fly Crew. I wasn't there at the beginning, but that was 10 years ago now. 10 years ago. And I don't know if they made $1 in the first 5 years, but JB and Neil look after us very well now because they can. We're learning stuff as we go.
That's the most I've ever learned was having my own business.
You'll learn more from trying things than not.
But I believe that sex will come if you just follow your passions.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you believe that other people think is insane?
Communism could work. It hasn't been applied properly yet.
Oh, it's gonna be, I reckon.
I reckon someone's going to give it a
Influenced
stronger
me
go.
to dig communism.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Stalin didn't really work it out. Neither did Mao. But if we really go back to what Marx and Engels wrote, there's a chance there's something there. I do like making money, so I'm not the one to... I can't really preach that too much.
Oh, should we be topical and talk about the Rona, or do you think people don't want to hear about that?
It's hard because it's still the start. A lot of us have lost work, and we've probably got enough to survive for a little bit.
Yeah, we've painted.
We painted. But what do you think about current situation?
I'm like toey as. And it's only been a couple of weeks.
Sorry, what's toey?
Yeah.
Can we get the definition of toey up on the green screen?
Toey.
Everyone's working hard. Everyone's just taking a deep breath now because they can't work very hard at the moment. And then how long is that going to last until everyone, like how much of this can we do without going crazy?
And what about what I worry about is that the food's really going to run out. So this is the end. Thanks for watching. It's been Neven and Cassandra. I was going to call you Cassidy for a second.
Ooh.
At
Cass Merwood.
Cassandra Merwood, full name.
Sorry.
And at Neven Connolly.
That's Neven. It's a palindrome. It's spelled the same backwards as forwards.
At Mission Stiletto.
At Fly Crew, at Buggy Bumpers.
Oh, at Working Title.
At Working Title. And Elwood. Just come by.
At Duty Studios, and there a lot too.
Bye.
Bye.